Hi, this is Dave Heichel with Heichel Layouts and Trains. Today I'm going to give you a brief demonstration on the PC-based user interface that we've developed for the Northwest Trunk Lines Model Railroad using MTH Protosound 2 locomotives, the DCS system, free-walled PC layout control software, and that integrates with your home local area network, Wi-Fi network, and can be used by any web-enabled mobile device. And today we're going to take a look at that using an Apple iPad, which we simply turn on as normal. The first thing that you're going to see here, that's the computer booting up via Wi-Fi, and we have here a control panel which gives us touchscreen capability for local switch control. And with each switch that we change, you can see there's a momentary pop-up there. I'll bring that closer to the camera so you can see. That gives you the symbol of the track switch as it changes. But what we're going to focus on today is controlling locomotives. And we're going to switch over here to locomotive control. This is the basic screen. We're going to switch over to our list of available locomotives. You can see these are all locomotives that are available to us on the Northwest Trunk Lines. Each locomotive has a picture next to it. Here we're going to run the Great Northern S2. And here we'll give you a brief overview of some of the features that you'll see on the pad. You've got an ice pick speedometer here in the middle. You've got a slide control for speed, a slide control for brake, and then your soft keys, instead of having only the top 15, we can make up to 30 of those available. And we can do a number of things as well that are not included in the soft keys, including things like the bell and the whistle button. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start by starting up the locomotive. You'll notice here that the headlight, the interior lights, and the marker lights can all be toggled on and off using soft keys, as can the smoke. And you can see the graphic changes here for each of those. Those graphics are something that we've developed within the free-walled PC layout control software. And we've also created a number of custom buttons here that mimic the alphanumeric combinations that you see on a DCS remote. So that helps to make the whole system a lot easier to pick up. If you're already familiar with DCS, you'll have an easy time picking up and learning how to run a train using the PC interface. And getting the locomotive moving is as simple as tapping on the spot on the speedometer. And you can see the needle on the speedometer picks up. The locomotive slowly increases speed, and you'll see a small green arrow that indicates your targeted speed that you've tapped on, and the needle on the speedometer slowly rises or falls, if we decelerate here, to match that speed. We can also use the slider. You'll notice that the slider button has been moving here. We can also use the slider to get us down to whatever speed we want. And to change direction, you simply press on the arrow. You'll notice now that the arrow changed to orange, and the arrow indicator on the speedometer also changed to orange. And when we move the speed control, you'll notice that the behind the speed marker that the slide is also now displaying in orange, and the locomotive is running in reverse. Now, to bring the locomotive to a stop, I have quite a bit of momentum programmed into it, but I can speed up that halt by applying the brakes. And that simply overrides the momentum that is designed into the system. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at some of the audio controls. The basics are really quite straightforward. Turn the bell on and off, press and hold to get the whistle. The forward signal, 2 toots, reverse signal, 3 toots, and your overall master volume control That's a 9-step feature, so it goes all the way down to 0. And one more press and we'll bring it back full volume. Now I'm going to show you one of the things that we've tweaked. We're going to get the engine running here at a few miles per hour. And at this location, the locomotive is actually moving up an uphill grade. And on the DCS remote, you can press and hold the labored or drift function to apply labored or drift chuff for a short period of time. We've implemented the capability to press that and have it stay. I'm actually not touching the button right now for labored. Go back to normal chuff. You're going to watch this locomotive go into a tunnel here. We'll give it a little more speed. I'm going to go ahead and engage the labored chuff feature and leave it on all the way through the tunnel. Now, just like with any other engine running under DCS, when the labored smoke feature is on, if you also have proto smoke turned on, you'll get quite a nice heavy billow as you go into full labored smoke. Press the drift button and down, it will toggle down, and I can also go into drift and have it retain that. Toggle again and go back to normal chuff. Okay, so as we run the locomotive back down the hill here, we're going to take a look at one last feature that Freewalt has built into their application for speed control. One of the problems with touchscreen controls is that you don't have the intuitive tactile feedback of buttons on the remote. And that's one thing people complain about. Basic operations, you want to be able to work the train without having to look at the remote control. Freewalt has incorporated that into the iPad and iOS interfaces as well as the Android interface through support for multi-finger gestures. We can actually slow this train down by swiping with 2 fingers on the control. So I don't actually have to look at the screen to change the speed of the locomotive. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at our PC and mobile device interface for running MTH Proto 2 locomotives with Freewalt's PC layout control software.